So hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, in this video I will be talking about things to do during the lockdown and what you can do while you're studying. So, a few different things I have found during this lockdown so far. National Theatre. So, I was watching One Man and Two Governors last night. It got premiered yesterday, and today's date is the 3rd, so it got premiered yesterday on the 2nd. Of April. It's only there for a week, and then there's a new show next Thursday. There's going to be a show every Thursday at 7 PM premiered live on their YouTube channel, and I'll put that down in the description below. It is something that if you love theatre, go and watch it. Honestly, it's like you're there, but at the comfort of your own sofa and in your pyjamas, etc., just relaxing with your family that you've got in your home. Another thing, Andrew Lloyd Webber has got some shows coming up that are only going to be available for 48 hours. I must repeat, 48 hours. They consist, I think, of Joseph and Technicolor Dreamcoat, Jesus Christ Superstar. So once again, if you want to watch as many musicals while you can, just look out for them. Another thing that's happened today that's also free, you've got Prince of Egypt. That soundtrack has now officially come out. It is on Spotify, so I would suggest you listen to that. It sounds amazing. Now, look out for some online training courses. For me, for being in the technical world, there are definitely quite a few things that you can do and will be able to do for free, as long as you make an account for one of them. Now, one of them is ECT. They're the lighting software company. People will know about them. I will put a link to all their websites, etc., down in the description. And so don't worry if you don't know what I'm on about. I will leave the link down there. Anyway, so you've got the ECT software. They are doing free online training. You just buy, which are all free. You don't pay for, only limited for a certain amount of time. So if you would like to, you go over and do it now, and then you get a paper copy certificate once you have passed the test. Another thing, if you are part of theatre and you are a student and you have a student email address, I'd suggest getting on it very, very quickly because it runs out at the moment on the 1st of June. But QLab are doing a Pro Bundle 4. They are doing Pro Bundle 4 license for students and teachers with valid emails. What you got to do is create the account with your student email, then give them an email with and say which email you are using. That has to be student, and once that's happened, you then go straight over and it will be activated onto your account. Again, do this quick. It's only valid until June the 1st. And if you like me would like to use it, do it now. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a warning. Do it now before you lose out your chance. So, next on the topic of lists that I've got is jobs. Now, I know jobs is a big thing right now. And I know if you don't have one because your job's closed down, bear with us all, because we are all in the same boat and we're here to support each other. But I want to just say, if you are now looking for a part-time temporary job, Look at Tesco's, look at Asda, look at Morrison's, look at Lidl's, look at any retail job that's looking for more staff during this crisis. The more staff that they can get, the more that they can run efficiently and keep us all safe. Now, I know it's hard and I know it's painful, but there is also a lot more different things that you can do, and the government are doing it. So if you are a contracted person in a shop, etc., you might get furloughed, which means you, I think, get 80% of your wages. But again, it's up to the employer. Now, there are also other things that you can keep looking out on. You can go onto the government website and just see if there's any grants or anything you can get, because you don't know unless you try. Again, I must stress to you, I know money's the main thing, but the main thing about this is making sure that you stay safe, making sure that you keep an eye on your family, because the thing that you can always lose and regain is money, but there's one thing that you can never get back, and that's family. So make sure you put your mental health first and your family, and of course obviously you've got to get your bills etc. done. So look out for any grants etc. or anything money wise that will help you and also help us or any other people that watch this video. Just comment down below what you find that's useful for anyone. So my first topic of this video is, what can you do to keep in touch with your friends and family during this lockdown? So some of the things that you can do to keep in touch with your family during this lockdown. Well, first of all, you have your phone. You can always give them a ring and they will answer. Now, I know sometimes it's quite hard to just hear their voice. So, if you don't already, have WhatsApp. It's a free app that you can download. You can text all your friends. You can basically, if you don't have a Mac and you don't know what FaceTime is, FaceTime is where you can be literally seeing your best friend or family face to face using your camera. WhatsApp can be doing the same on your phone, like you normally get on here for FaceTime. You can get on here on WhatsApp. On Android, Apple, anything you can get it on. And you can basically talk to your friends and family on there and see them face to face. Another good one is also Messenger. Messenger is very good to keep in contact with all your friends, etc. and family. Now, I don't know if you know or if you do have, but you can also get Snapchat if you don't, and that's where you can send pictures of yourself to your friends and family. So another good way of basically keeping in touch with everyone. Now, I'm going to go into a bit more about like some studying tips and some studying stuff in a minute, but some softwares that I use, well, I don't use, but I have been using for my studying, which would be also good to keep in contact with people, is, if I don't know if your college or university has this, but they use Google. You've got Google Hangouts. They got Google Meets as well. Hangouts is a bit dodgy sometimes. You can chat though on it. That's a good thing, but FaceTime, it's not the best. Google Meets, that's a perfect thing to use. It's kind of like a Skype, but in Google. Leading on to that, you've obviously got Skype. Skype can also do with friends and family, etc., as well as doing only work stuff. And then one that's come up quite a lot recently is Zoom. Now you get about 45 minutes, and then it cuts off the meeting. But that's a free app that you can get, and that's where you can do presentations, meetings, etc., and kind of catch up with your friends. So that's a good one to use, Zoom, and I'll link that down in the description below. And if you find any more like ways that you can connect to family, etc., please comment down below. The more stuff that you find that can help people, the better. And yeah, and also one thing, Facebook. Now I know Facebook is like an interesting one for people to use, but I've noticed there's a lot more people doing quizzes on there, and to keep the family entertained. So, you know, why not? Why not have a look for the online pub quizzes, and enjoy family time together while we are in this lockdown. And finally, the last topic in this video is to do with studying and education and what things there might be out there for you to do. So as I probably just went over just a few minutes ago about the different things that you can keep in contact with friends and family, well, some of them are actually being used now for schools and colleges. For example, Zoom is where a lot of the teachers are using their classes to actually make them do the classes using Zoom. Now this is obviously using a computer, making sure that you've got good Wi-Fi, etc., and then obviously making sure you've got the space to actually do your work that you need to do. For me, for being a practical course, it's a lot more harder, but again, we've been using Messenger, and then obviously communicating with our tutors on our Google stuff. Now, there's a lot more things that you can do to help with your studying if you are studying. I would suggest making a schedule for the week, so planning out during the day what you plan to do, when you plan to do it. Making sure that you go outside, get fresh air at least once a day, and make sure that you do get your exercise. Now I know there's some exercise videos out there, so it's worth having a look and search around to find what videos you are particularly wanting, or more what exercise you actually really want to do that day. Also, another few things that you can also do is there's YouTube videos that can explain things. So for instance, if you're learning about science, you can watch some science videos. There are animations that actually describe things a lot better than if you were in class. There's a good use of BBC website, you know, BBC iPlayer, there's stuff on there. You've got BBC Bite Size. You basically got anything in the whole of the web that can help you study and keep your information flowing. I would suggest doing it like at least every other day, and then maybe taking a few days off just to relax and just come to what's actually happening at the moment. Another thing to also, while I think about it, I've just had an email myself, so if you are a uni student, you might have had this email as well. But basically, Student Finance England are still carrying ahead with the payments, whether your uni's closed or whatever, whether they've stopped teaching or if they're doing it differently, or like online remotely. So just pre-warning, I just had an email today on the 3rd of April that they are still going ahead with payments. So it's a good thing for us, but it's also, it's I don't know. Put your comment down below of what you think is a perfect good answer to what you think about this situation. So that basically concludes this YouTube video in a nutshell of just some tips and advice that I can give you. Okay, I'm not a true expert on this, but it's just trying to keep us as a whole community together. And remember, just make sure that you stay safe, stay at home, and the sooner we all do that, the sooner we can get out to being back together. As I say, we're all missing family, and I've given you some things that you can do over this lockdown. Also, please make sure that you do get ready, because I am hopefully going to be doing a weekly vlog of lockdown. So if you haven't seen, pop down to the other video. It's lockdown week 1 vlog. soon to be available will be a lockdown week 2 vlog as soon as possible. And that basically summarises what I've done during the week, how I've coped, and yeah, what I'm doing during this lockdown. See you later all, and make sure that you stay safe.